What late-round best ball players will win your fantasy football league? Imagine hitting on a hidden gem late in your draft that turns into a league-winning player. In best ball leagues, where your lineup is set automatically each week for the highest scoring players, finding those late-round stars can make all the difference. These leagues reward players who can explode for big weeks, especially when they are overlooked early on. So, who are the players you should be targeting in the later rounds to give yourself a real shot at winning? Let's break it down. First, look for emerging wide receivers who are poised for bigger roles. Think about players like Ladd McConkey, who is with the Chargers, or Jameson Williams on the Lions. Both have shown they can make big plays and are in offenses that can support their growth. If they get more targets or a starting role, they can produce huge weeks. Also consider rookies or second-year receivers like Jalen Hyatt with the Giants. As they physically develop and get more familiar with their teams, they can climb the depth chart and become key contributors at a low draft cost. Next, target running backs who have injury history or are in a position to take on a larger role. For example, J.K. Dobbins has dealt with injuries but has shown he can be effective when healthy. If he lands a goal line or lead back role, he can score a lot of touchdowns. Backup running backs like Will Shipley with the Eagles are also interesting. If the starter gets hurt or is ineffective, Shipley's athletic traits and pass-catching skills could lead to big points in a pinch. Don't forget about players with high athleticism and dual-threat ability. These are athletes who can run, catch, and sometimes even throw. Will Shipley fits this mold. Their versatility means they can produce rushing yards and receptions, which is perfect for best ball formats that reward explosive plays. The more ways they can score, the higher their ceiling. Also, look for players in high-scoring offenses like the Eagles or Bills. When a team is expected to put up a lot of points, their skill players tend to have more scoring opportunities. Late-round picks in these offenses can often break out with a big game or two, giving you an edge over opponents who overlook these players. In your drafts, focus on upside and opportunity. Best ball is all about maximizing weekly points without worrying about setting lineups. Pick players who can become starters or big play threats, especially those who are still undervalued. Keep an eye on off-season moves and depth chart changes. Sometimes a player who is buried on the depth chart now could become a key contributor later. Flexibility is also key. Players who can be used in multiple roles, like pass-catching backs or slot receivers, give you more chances to score points each week. The goal is to find those late-round players who can deliver explosive weeks, not just consistent ones. When you target these types of players, you give yourself a real shot at winning your best ball league. Remember, the best late-round picks are those with the potential to surprise everyone and turn into league winners.